like a lot of beginners think that as soon as you put the wig on, it's gonna melt into your skin, and Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you should definitely subscribe because you guys a whole vibe, okay? Period. So in today's video, I'm gonna be giving out some tips for the beginners, for the girlies that just started wearing wigs, or maybe you've been wearing wigs for a while, but you just feel like your wigs are not giving what the girlies give that you see on social media. I got you, okay? I got you. So if you're new here, I sell customized wigs, which is pretty much catered to beginners. So I bleach your knots, pluck your hairline, style your wig, and I offer payment plans. So that's literally what I do, so I know what I'm talking about. So we're just gonna get right into this video. First things first, customizing. I know there's so many videos on YouTube on how to bleach knots, how to pluck your hairline, but sometimes people still don't really understand. So I'm gonna try to like answer some of the questions that I had when I watched those videos that I feel like no one ever answered. Number one, some people say to leave the bleach on for 15 to 20 minutes. Some people say leave it on for less. But sometimes you may see that your knots are still not turning, so you're confused. And it's like you can't ask the person on the YouTube video why your knots are not turning, right? So let me put y'all on to why your knots probably are not turning. Honestly, the answer for that is it's the lace that you're using. It's the lace. I have had so many different vendors. I've tried so many different vendors, obviously, especially with starting a business, you have to go through so many vendors. And I noticed with so many vendors, the knots just would not turn no matter how long I left bleach on the wig. So if you are having trouble bleaching your knots, because it really should not be that hard to bleach your knots, y'all. As long as you are mixing your bleach and your developer to the right consistency, which is a toothpaste-like consistency. You want it thick. You don't want it falling off of whatever you're using to apply the bleach to your lace. As long as it's thick enough, your knots should be turning. So if your knots are not turning, it could definitely be the lace that you are using, the wig that you are using, unfortunately. And I had to learn that the hard way. Also, a lot of the time, the vendors send you wigs with these huge knots. No bueno. So it also takes forever to turn because the knots are so big. So that could be why your knots are not turning if that's an issue that you're having. A lot of people want to know when it's done because a lot of people don't show exactly what it looks like when it's done. Y'all, when it's done, the knots will not be black. I feel like that's the easiest way to explain it. When your lace is finished bleaching, you will see no black knots. I mean, you may see a few, don't get me wrong, but for most part, it will be gone. So that's the whole bleaching the knots process. If anyone has any other questions, I just wanted to briefly go over that because I know when I was confused, like, and I had questions, I'm like, dang, they didn't cover this in a YouTube video. Like, why are my knots not turning? Did I do something wrong? It could just very well be the lace. Now let's get into plucking. I like to pluck when the hair is wet. So like I said, I'm just giving y'all tips. I love to pluck when the hair is wet. Everybody is different. Some people like to pluck when the hair is dry, but to me it makes it easier. You do not want to stay in one area for too long when you're plucking. What I do is I bleach the knots, wash the hair out, and then I pluck, and then I set the wigs back here to dry. This is literally the order that I do it. That's really all I have to say about plucking. So now let's get into styling. When it comes to styling wigs, I'm going to show you guys what I use. I'm going to actually insert it in the screen just so I'm not going back and forth over to my hair station. Honestly, laziness, I know. I use this on the hair so it can give it like a shiny look, especially if you're doing like bone straight hair. I love when the hair has like a little shine. I also use it for flyaways as well. Flyaways are normal. They are normal. You have flyaways on your regular hair sometimes. I'm not going to sometimes. But flyaways are normal. You just have to tame them. And that's one way to tame them. You can use a wax stick. A lot of people use. I actually seen a girl on TikTok literally yesterday use Got To Be spray on a freshly washed wig. And then she flat ironed it. And what got people to watch her video is, I feel like in the beginning of her video, the hair was so stiff. But as soon as she combed it out, like the hair was flowing so nice. I don't know. So that's a technique that I just learned that I'm about to try out to spray Got To Be glue in the hair, then flat iron. I'll let y'all know how that goes. But yeah, so there's different ways to tame flyaways, honestly, so don't worry about that. You definitely want to use a wax stick. If you've been following me for a while, you know the only wax stick that I use and love is my Care wax stick. Like, I don't want any other wax stick. That's what you want to make sure you're using before you get to hot combing the front of your wig. That's what you want to make sure you use. It's key to use a wax stick and then hot comb. I see a lot of beginners when they buy wigs, they often have a hump somewhere. Whether they do a middle part, there's a hump right here, a hump over here for the side part. It's because you're not using a hot comb and you're not using a wax stick. Like, if you like your wigs to look like that, okay, cool. But I know a lot of people they want to know why their wigs don't look like, you know, what they're seeing on the internet. And that's why. So you want to use a wax stick and you want to use the hot comb. That is so important. Like, I cannot style any wig without a hot comb. On myself, for my customers, you just need it. You need it. Pretty much it for styling. That's literally all I use for styling. Now, last but not least, the install process. I use so many different glues, so I can't even tell y'all like what I think is best. What I've been using recently is the Erica J Hold Me Down. I've been using that. I also use Ghost Bond, but some people don't like Ghost Bond. It's really a preference. Now, if you have hair, you're going to want to do the ball cap method. I personally cannot really put y'all on to how to like melt a ball cap because I'm bald. Like, I have alopecia, if you don't know. So I have a natural ball cap. I don't need a cap. I just put my wigs on and go. So that I can't help y'all out with. I'm sorry. I'm not about to come on here and act like, oh, I know how to melt a cap. So next, applying the wig. You're going to want to use whatever glue that you feel comfortable using. You want to spread an even coat. You want to make sure you wait until that glue turns clear to either add another layer or add your wig. Y'all follow me? Y'all follow me? You want to make sure the glue is clear. Once the glue is clear, you can go ahead and put your wig down. I like to cut my lace after the fact. So I like to put the wig down, put my lace melt bands on top of the hairline so that I could set. You could sit under a dryer, you could blow dry, you could let it air dry, whatever you want to do. And then when it sets, that's when I cut the lace. Now here's where I feel like a lot of people mess up. A lot of times, the lace is not going to be the exact color of your skin. I just feel like a lot of beginners think that as soon as you put the wig on, it's going to melt into your skin. And some HD lace wigs do melt right into your skin. But even then, you still may need to tint your lace or add some foundation to your lace so it will match your skin complexion. So it's not just you put the wig on and it's just supposed to look so flawless. Like, these hairstylists, if you've never got your hair professionally done, they don't just put the wig on and then that's it. They're using lace tint. They're using your foundation. Like, they're using products so that the lace blends into your skin and looks like skin. They're not just putting it on and sending you outside to go about your business. So y'all cannot forget that step. A lot of the time, the lace is not going to match your skin. Like, for example, this is concealer on my lace. Before I added this concealer, you can definitely tell that the lace is way lighter than my skin. You just could tell. So you do not want to skip that step. Another tip, another thing that I've learned is you want to give time for the glue to sit and settle. Me, I used to be so impatient when installing my wigs. I would just put the glue on, go straight into my baby hair. Like, you want to give it time to set. That's why some hairstylists will sit you under the dryer. You want that lace to literally melt into your skin. You want to use that melt band. Keep it on your skin for a minute. Like, this is like a week-old install, so it's probably looking a little crazy. But you want to let that glue settle into your skin before you start moving to the next process. And then baby hairs. You want to cut your baby hairs in an angle. Like, I'm just trying to give you guys some tips. But you want to cut your baby hairs in an angle, and then you want to use some type of mousse. You do not want to use edge control. A lot of beginners think that you need to use edge control for your wigs, and no, it will make it stiff. The buildup will be crazy. You want to use mousse. I like to use Nairobi mousse. Some mousse will lift up your glue. The Nairobi does not do that. So you definitely want to invest in, well, let me not say invest. It's a pretty standard price. It's not like a crazy price. So yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it. I feel like this is all the tips that I can give. Someone requested this video, so I wanted to give you guys as much tips as I could. So hopefully this video helped. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.